How do I mount a trolling motor on my fishing canoe? If you are wondering how to mount a trolling motor on your fishing canoe, you are in the right place. This process can greatly improve your fishing experience by providing better control and maneuverability. Let's break down the steps to get your motor securely attached and ready for action. First, you need to choose the right location for the motor. The best spot is as close to the stern or rear end of the canoe as possible. This placement allows for effective thrust and maneuverability. Make sure to position the motor near the gunwale, which is the top edge of the canoe's side. This helps keep the motor stable and makes it easier to access the controls. If your canoe has a flat or straight stern, that's ideal. If not, you may need to adapt the mount to fit the curve of your canoe's end. Next, prepare the motor mount. A sturdy piece of wood, like a 2x4 board, works well as a base. This board helps distribute the motor's thrust across a wider area of the canoe's hull. Cut grooves halfway through the board so it fits snugly over the gunwales. This will allow the mount to sit securely on top of the canoe's sides. Now it is time to attach the mount to the canoe. Mark and drill holes through the motor mount board and the canoe's gunwales for bolts. Typically, 2 holes on each side are enough. Use bolts with washers and wing nuts or regular nuts to fasten the mount tightly to the canoe. Make sure to countersink the bolts slightly into the wood to avoid any interference with your fishing gear or movement. If you prefer not to drill into your canoe, you can use strong clamps designed for trolling motor mounts. Just ensure they hold the motor securely during use. Once the mount is secure, you can mount the trolling motor. Attach the motor to the mount using the bolts and hardware that came with the motor. Ensure that the motor shaft is long enough to reach the water without the propeller hitting the canoe hull. The propeller should be fully submerged for efficient propulsion and minimal noise. Next, connect the battery and wiring. Use a marine-grade 12-volt battery suitable for trolling motors. Securely strap the battery inside the canoe to prevent it from shifting. Connect the motor leads to the battery terminals, making sure to maintain correct polarity, which is positive to positive and negative to negative. Keep the wiring organized and away from the water to avoid shorts or damage. Finally, test the setup before heading out. Run the motor at various speeds to ensure smooth operation, quiet running, and responsive steering. Quiet operation is especially important for fishing, as loud motors can scare fish away. A few practical tips. While mounting the motor on the side can work, it is generally less effective against currents compared to a stern mount. Positioning the motor to allow easy switching between sides can help depending on fishing spots or water conditions. Keep the motor speed low and steady to avoid disturbing fish and to conserve battery life during long fishing trips. By following these steps, you will be able to create a stable and efficient trolling motor setup on your fishing canoe, allowing for a more enjoyable and successful fishing experience.